Hi guys, it's day 2 of the hot tub. Next day now. Tried the motor, trips out straight away, so I'm going to consider that's absolutely had it. So I've ordered a new motor and pump, 249 quid. Oh. So that's on its way. That's probably going to come today or tomorrow. So in the meantime, I'm going to have a look at the jets that are above the pump, reseal them. I found some seals and a bit of the silicone that I used, heat resistant silicone. And I'm going to try and repair those. I'll just show you how I do one of them, just so you know. So I've drilled a couple of holes in the base just to keep this water draining out. As I said, these valves don't seal properly, so that's dripped all night, but not too bad. There's no mess. So a couple of those jets that I need to do are this one here and that one there. Really awkward place, but we'll have a go at them. So looking from the inside, these are the two jets. They're underwater, so I'm gonna have to drain the tank a bit. That's no problem, got the perfect setup for that. I've got a little bit of guttering which I put underneath there, and it goes straight into that drain. Perfect. And all you do with these is pull it out. Oh, it can be quite tough to pull out. Got there in the end. And then just undo it. Push it in a little bit and that opens the tap. I put the cap underneath, which raises my thing. Try not to make too much water, too much mess. There are holes in the top of that, which lets it drain through. So these jets just screw into the holes, and then you click them quite hard and they go over a notch, and then they're adjustable like that. So when you take them out, you come back to the lock and then you've got to try and snatch them open. That one's proving to be a bit tricky. But if you have a look at the seal behind there, it's split and degraded. Just totally inferior seals they've used on here. They should be lasting a lot longer than 5 years. And this one, I had to get those pipe pliers onto. They just pull out like that, and you can see on the inside it's like a little stop that they come to, and then that just makes it turn sort of 180 degrees really. So those are the two seals I'm going to replace. Quick inspection on that one. That one looks all corroded as well, and when I push these forward to take the seal off, that'll just crumble into dust. Useless. I've also got this one to do here, look. You can see it dripping, and that's what they do. And that one, when I'm sat in my place, which is this side here, I can hear that constantly, bloop, bloop, bloop. And it's surprising how quick that drains the tank. So I'm going to do those two as well. That one and that one. So all I do is bash them until they come undone. Bring it right as far back as you can. It's still got a bit of water in it, so this is going to leak like crazy. But I'm impatient. Bring it all the way back and push it forward. And that reveals that seal, and look at the state of it. And this is why the seals break. Look at it. It's like chalk. Inferior. And that's the second seal off. And then these two are the seals That one through there, above the pump, the jet's above the pump, so I want to make sure we do them properly. So these new seals are high temperature silicone, and all we do is push that over there with some sealant and screw it back up. Quite a quick job really. So there's a bit of that, make sure it's all the way around, squeeze it up and then clean it up. And then on the inside I do try and get a bit of sealant behind the nut, but it's messy. And that's the first one done. 3 to go. And I never tighten these nuts up really tight. They're just past hand tight. That's all it needs. Otherwise you just squash the seal out. Right, I'm going to crack on with the other 3 now. And then the next update will be the motor coming, I suppose. So that's it, all 4 are done. Ready to have the jets put back in, but we'll leave it to dry. Bit of mess in the old water, but that'll be changed anyway. And then I've done a modification here for when the pump comes back. I can never get to that nut. So I've took that piece out and put that solid piece in there. I'll be able to get to that nut and tighten it up properly. All looking good. I've ordered the mounts, the rubber mounts, and I've gone for 70mm bolts this time, so stainless steel, but they never are when they arrive, are they? Perfect. So we're just waiting for the pump now, and we're waiting for the rubber mounts and the bolts, so now we'll get it back together, get back in the sun. I've been invited next door for a barbie. They said, oh, come round, have a few beers, be good fun. Nobody here. Oh, there's the boy. Here he comes. He thinks the food's ready. It isn't. She next door said, I'm going in, I'm going to do the salad and little tea. He said, oh, let us know when you're done. Brilliant. I'm on the Guinness. Be respectful. Looking good. She won this on the bingo. Excellent. Got someone on the barbie now. She. Little T's in the kitchen. He's serving drinks. Where is he? Here he is, little T. What's this on your shirt, mate? Look at that. That's what I do. I fix stuff.
And he knows things.
And I know things. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Little T sorting out the chicken as well now. Looking good. She's getting a bit impatient, started nosing at the barbecue. Me and little T have got it sorted.
Well,
so
I'm glad Jason's not here.
yeah, well, I know he's not here, but you know, there's no need to mess with the barbecue. She. It's all in hand.
At least we don't roll around the floor.
Yeah, that was the time. How do you want
Not
it?
yet, yeah.
Not yet.
She's
We
waiting.
nearly
we
lost the
haven't
sausages.
No, we did. We lost one. She said, "I'll bloody eat it. I'm starving."
We did the salad, haven't we?
The potatoes, the coleslaw.
I served her a sausage at one of the barbecues, and as I went to hand it her, it fell on the floor. She said, I've waited that long, I'll eat it, just give it here. It's all happening now. Mrs. Baby's at the barbecue. The boys waiting to pounce.
We ate it all.
I like a burnt sausage and I like a fat sausage.
Don't we all?
Oh, it's a family channel.
Which is the one that's falling off the steer.
All going well. Burgers have gone on. Chickens have gone on the lower tier. They're nearly ready. So excited. Right, we've eaten everything we can here. We've had all their drink. They look washed out.
Time to go home.
They're in their 70s. I'm going. They can't keep up.
Bye.
See you guys. Thank you very much. Well, the new pump's arrived, all £249 of it, but the mounts haven't arrived, so I'm just going to put the same thickness in wood just so I can connect it up and fill the hot tub. Really, we can do a quick blip to see if it works as well. So let's just pop it back on. So the other thing I've always had problems with is this pipe always interferes when you try and line this up. So I'm going to just try wedging something there, push that pipe out of the way a bit. So I managed to get a lever in there, push that pipe across, and I've put 2 wedges in there, and that holds that pipe just far enough away that that'll lift up and not be awkward to get on. So that's good. There is a bit of strain on this pipe, but it's okay. It's quite a long flex. It's a long way from its connection down there, and it's a long way from its connection up there. So we're okay. It'll stand a bit of stress. So the alignment is so bad. These are murder tight now. That's as tight as they've ever been because I can get to them properly. But look at the alignment issues. It looks as though kind of that end has all got to go that way for this to come round that way. But I think if once the rubber mounts come, which is going to be tight to get underneath there, I'll just be able to fiddle around with it and get it right. So that's the earth connection on, and I've plugged back in. It was just a plug and play pump. Now we've got to figure out how to get it all in there and be able to slide the cover on, which is really tricky. So with a lot of struggle, I've managed to get this thicker cable into the spark control system. I've had to grind a little bit out with the old Timu, but that's okay. All fits in nice. Like I said, there's going to be that alignment issue, but I think that's everything back together, and I'm going to fill the hot tub up now, and we might just give it a cheeky blip to make sure that that was the problem. Well, I've got to tell you guys, no amount of pulling and pushing will line this motor up. So I've had to just go with 2, but they are on cushioned rubbers. And it's because all this pipe work over the years has got hot, and it's moved and it's bent and it's melted a bit. So you've just got to do what you've got to do. In order to get that straight, you would literally have to shorten the big long pipe that's run along there to get everything to shift that way. And I can't be bothered with that. That's big jobs. So I'm going to go with 2, it's pretty solid. And then we're going to do a start up once this is filled up. The other problem I found, which is amazing really, I didn't realise that this was a nut. So when I'd done all my pulling and pushing with the pump to try and get my bolts in, this started leaking here, and I thought, oh no, here we go again. But that round thing on the other side of the heater is actually a nut, and you can just tighten it up. And I tightened it up and the leak stopped, so I was well pleased with that. So this has really been a monumental job, honestly. Absolute nightmare. They're not good to work on. I've got little cuts all over my hands. I really do hope this works, but you're going to find out with me. So we've got enough water in there. Let's switch it on. See how we go. This is terrifying. Well, it's on. We're waiting for the pump to come on now. Or for it to trip. Right, I can't wait any longer, so I'm going to try some. Just as I said that, it's on. It's not tripped. Awesome. Yes! So I was just starting to lose faith then, and I was going to switch it on myself. What I'm looking for now is any water leaks dripping on the motor, because those are the ones that I think I've cured, and if I haven't, I need to do something about it, because that's what caused the problem, I think. So the 2 that I've fixed, there's definitely no leaks on that side, and then you've got the one there which is above the motor, can't see any leaks, and you've got the other one in there on the motor, can't see any leaks. Like I said, I could only make the motor on 2 bolts, but it's nice and quiet, it's not vibrating around. I'm going to leave well alone. Well, it's another success. £249 for that new motor and pump, comes as a pair, and hopefully that's solved it for another 12 months. Am I going to spend another 250 quid on it? Not sure if something goes again now. It's starting to get expensive year on year. I'm having to fix it. I think the life expectancy of these hot tubs is probably only about 5 or 6 years before they start causing you lots of problems. But anyway, chuffed to bits. You've been watching See the Transit Camper. Something a bit different. See you next time. Superb. That's what it's all about. Another win. See you next time.